Now that we've found the sine and cosine of a few more angles, we can draw our graphs of sine and cosine with a little more precision. Let's start with sine. Remember, when the angle was 0, the vertical height was 0, so we get a point here. And then we already knew pretty quickly that at pi halves we had 1. At pi, that was 180 degrees. We were back down to 0. At 3 pi halves, we were at -1, and at 2 pi. Now I can fill in a few points in between, like at quarter pi, or pi fourths. That's the square root of 2 over 2. If you put the square root of 2 in your calculator, you get about 1.41. So if you divide it, you get 0.707-ish. So that's a square root, so it's irrational, about 0.707. That puts a point here. Similar point here at 3/4 pi. And at 5/4 pi, we get the same thing, only it's negative. So negative 0.707, and here we have it's 7/4 pi. We have that one. Now that fills it in quite nicely. If we go to add now, say like the pi thirds, that's root 3 over 2. Root 3 over 2, root 3 is about 1.7-ish, so the root 3 over 2 is about 0.86. So you get a point here and a similar point over there for at yeah, let's see, yep, similar point there, and another one. Let's see, where was I at pi? Yeah, we get a point here and a point there. Just to convince you, that kind of fills in a nice, nice smooth graph like we're talking about. It just kind of fills in a little more of the detail. If I could draw straight, get something similar for cosine. Let me change my color here real quick to red. So for the cosine, remember, at 0, we were all the way forward. At 1, at pi halves, 90 degrees, there was no horizontal component. We were at 0. At pi, we were all the way back at -1. At 3 pi halves, we were at 0, and by 2 pi, we got here back up to 1, right? Now we know that the sine and cosine are the same at pi fourths. They have opposite sides, so minus 0.707 here at 3/4, and here they have the same value, and back up over here, let's see, there it is, and 707, I guess that's right about there, right? So knowing those values lets us put just a little more detail into the graph of cosine. Kind of fleshes the graph out a little bit. So, of course, these graphs then just continue on because they're 2 pi periodic. Every time you go a distance of 2 pi, the picture just starts over again.